What up Wednesday? I thought I'd wait to get home and do this so Facebookers can see it too, but you know what? I just wanted to do it now. Look at the trees. I just took a long, quick walk before I get back to working with a client. And the theme for today's What Up Wednesday is when you know, you know. Oops, there might be a car coming. When you know, you know. And when you don't know, you don't know. And the reason this one is important today is because I work with so many clients who get into mental confusion around their decision-making process, around what is the next best step in their work or their relationships or their pricing, or they just beat themselves up. What's up, Sobra? And I think, one thing that I feel very passionate about as a mover, as someone who's been deep in this healing and consciousness work, is finding that knowing in your unique way. And I keep pointing to my heart, like, of course, and also to body. There are ways of working with opening up potential through your physical body. And what you're doing, I find, is actually you're giving space for awareness and consciousness to move through. Like that big old tree above my head, moving through. Can you imagine? Like, how perfect is that? It's like I'm right in line with that tree, and it's just like, okay, I'm going to move my body this way, whatever the way is, to let that energy, that whatever that is, emotion, that power, that grief, to be there. And then you have a different level of integrity, right? Like there's a physical integrity that you're working with that supports the authentic you. This is so not where I thought I was going to go with this, but here we are. The other thing I want to say with this is, I think what this supports, when you know, is your intuition. And here's the thing that happens too, is our bodies might be like, because of old trauma, memories, whatnot, just like freaking out or afraid. And these are all important things to honor and to find ways to work through those emotions, those embodied memories and realities. And then again, when you know, you know. I don't know how clear this is. But I'm just going to ride it. When you know, you know. It's almost like that's just the message. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. When you don't know, you don't know. Don't try to make yourself know before you can know. Does this sound like the most... This is kind of cracking me up. If you listen to that out of context, you might be like, what in the shenanigans is this all about? But there's truth in this. And I think there is compassion. I'm like sweating walking on this hike. Oh, here comes a car. There's compassion for yourself. There's compassion for other people. There's no more forcing. One thing I knew, I should probably start walking home. I knew there was a moment last year when I knew something. I was in Atlanta for a conference, and I was like, you know what? I'm done with this. And it was like, I had to go through a moment of grieving too. I had to cry with one of my mentors. I was like, I'm done. I'm afraid. There are people here that I love. Actually met Patrick there. But I know I'm done. And I knew. So there's the capacity building thing again, right? To build the capacity, you're knowing, and to build your capacity to follow through. And that comes from community. That comes from training your mind, your body. That comes from spiritual practice. Those are my tools that have really helped me and that have helped others that I'm working with. So what is it that you know right now? can you also ask for the courage to be able to follow through with it? Can you give it to God or the universe or whatever you want to call Goddess, Spirit, Durga, Lakshmi, Krishna, whoever you want to give it to, so that you also can let it go. Let it go when you know you know. Isn't that what it's all about? Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta get home, but I wanted to drop that in because it's Wednesday and I still have a response for doing this. I will be announcing a movement series sometime next week. So make sure you're on my email list. Come move with me for 3 weeks. Movement is more than just the physical body. It is becoming available for everything I just talked about. So would love to see you there. I gotta run. Okay, bye.